Hello, dear students. Good afternoon and welcome to this class, which is on a correction of the Southwest Mock 2022 Mathematics Paper 1 and Paper 2. So we'll start with Paper 1, and we encourage you to actually subscribe to this our channel online and to leave your comments as well as share the video with your friends. So this recording is live, and we implore you, if you have some questions, you can equally send to us. So let's begin. So the first question is, evaluating 2 times 8 plus 4 minus 7 gives. So to evaluate this, we are going to have 2 into, we first of all do 8 plus 4, right? That gives us 12. So 2 times 12, 8 times, 2 times 12 is 24. 24 now minus 7. So 24 minus 7 gives us 17. So that gives us 17. All right, so here we have 2 times 12, okay. 2 times 12, sorry. So 2 times 12, which is 24 minus 7, and that gives us 17. So our key here is B. The next question. So the next question is question 2. It reads, the HCF of 54 and 96 is. So to find the highest common factor, we can use this method which we know already of. So we have 54 and 96. We put a line, and we can divide by 2, which is the first common factor. 54 divided by 2 gives us 27, and 96 divided by 2 gives us 48. Now 2 is no more common, but 3 is a common factor. So we divide by 3. 27 divided by 3 gives us 9. And 48 divided by 3 gives us 16. There is no other common factor again. So the HCF, or highest common factor, another way to ask the question is to ask for the greatest common divisor of 54 and 96, which is equal to 2 times 3, and that gives us 6. Question 3, the number 40.510 to the nearest whole number is. So we know that 40 is a whole number, but we have 0.510. Now, if the number after the decimal point is 5 or greater than 5, what we do is we round up to 1 and add to the number before the decimal point. So we're going to have 40 plus 1, which is 41. So the answer here is B, 41. Now question 4. Question 4. The number whose standard form is 4.6 times 10 to the power minus 5 is. So the number whose standard form is 4.6 times 10 to the power minus 5 is. So let's look at these numbers. Normally we have, if we multiply by 10 to the power minus 5, we are going to have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. We can now fit in zeros here. This is 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, and then we place the minus, the decimal points, and we can put the 0 now afterwards. So the only value that gives us the same solution here is C. So we have C. C. Now we look at the next question. Let's look at the next question. Question 5. The number 50.032 to 3 significant figures is. The number 50.032 to 3 significant figures is. So the first significant figure here is 5. The second is 0. The third is this 0. This is the third significant figure. So we look, is a number after 0 going to affect it? No, it will not affect it. So this number can just be written as 50.0. 50.0, and our key is D. Please, if you need a copy of this paper, just click on the link below this video, or you get to www.jcemathspanel.blogspot.com, where you have this past paper and the corrections. Don't forget to share our videos, to leave your likes, your comments, and as well to click on the notifications after subscribing. Question 6. So question 6, given that x to 3 is equal to 12 to x, then the value of x is. Now for this particular question, the answer is not here. If they were asking for the value of x squared, then the answer will be here, but it is not there. So let's just see what we do. Normally, x is to 3 can be written as x on 3 is equal to 12 on x. So from here, if we cross multiply, we are going to have x squared is equal to 36. And from here, taking both the square root on both sides, that will give us x to be equal to what value? That gives us x to be equal to 6. Now, there is no 6 here. So in this case, if you have to take something, you might end up taking 4 or 36. Well, I think I advise you to take 4 because it's close to maybe what they're asking for. Okay, the next question, question 7. Question 7. The scale on a map is 1 to 20,000. The scale on a map is 1 to 20,000. So the actual length represented on the map by 10 centimeters is, so 1 centimeter on map is 20,000 centimeters on land. Therefore, 10 centimeters on map will be equal to, so we just multiply this 20,000 by 10, and that's going to give us 200,000. Now we know that 100,000 centimeters is 1 kilometer. Therefore, 200,000 centimeters will be equal to 2 kilometers. So this 10 centimeters represents 2 kilometers. That's 2 kilometers. So we are revising Southwest mock March 2022 paper 1 and 2. So we are starting with paper 1. Question 8. A student scored 24 out of 30 in a test. The score on 20 is, so the score, for us to get the score on 20, let's see what they have done with this score. So these students actually scored 24 out of 30. So we can convert this score using simple proportion. You may say that 24 is equal to 30. That's this the score on 30. So now x will give us the score on 20. So we can cross multiply, and if we cross multiply, the value of x will be equal to 16. So x will be equal to 16. Or to convert from 30 to 20, you multiply by 2/3. So to convert 24 to the score on 20, also just multiply 24 by 2/3. And it's going to give us 16 as well. So it equally gives us 16. Please, guys, if you have your comments, you can leave under this video, or you leave on the WhatsApp group, Okay. Now you can join us live equally for GCE preparations, just for mathematics, but for the other subjects. If you want some of these corrections or most of them, because we don't put most of our videos on YouTube, go to our website, www.jcemathspanel.blogspot.com, and you have most of the videos there. Thank you in advance as you share these videos. Okay. The next question, we have evaluating 17 minus 3y when y equals 2 gives. So evaluating 17 minus 3y when y equals 2 gives us, so we just have to substitute y by 2, and this will give us 17 minus 3 into 2. So 17 minus 6 will give us 11. So we have 11. Question 10. The expression 5x minus 2 into x minus 1 simplifies to, so 5x minus 2 into x minus 1 simplifies to, we just have to remove the brackets. That give us 5x minus 2 times x is minus 2x, minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. So 5x minus 2x is 3x. So this gives us 3x plus 2. This gives us 3x plus 2. So we have C. We have C. Question 11. The perimeter of the figure below is, so for this figure, since they have not given this side, we assume or we consider that this side is the same, has the same length as this side, and the same length like this one, and the same as this one. They're all 5 centimeters, right? So we sum all the 5 centimeters. Now this one is 2 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters, and this is 2 centimeters. While this other one is also 2 centimeters here. This one is 2 centimeters, you can see. 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters. So the perimeter will be equal to 5 times 4 times this 5 centimeters plus 4 times 2 centimeters plus 4 times this other 2 centimeters. That's going to give us the following. So we have 5 times 4. Then this 2 that's vertical occurs 4 times. Then this other 2 that is horizontal occurs 4 times. So when we simplify all of this, it gives us 36. So if you don't see the solution there, it's advisable to click or to select C. To select C. Question 12. The value of x in the diagram below is, now when you look very well, so this angle like this is 90 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. So we have 90 degrees. Now the sum of all of these angles is equal to 360 degrees. So 90 degrees plus x plus 4x, that gives us 6x plus 90 degrees. So 6x plus 90 degrees equals 360 degrees. From here, 6x will be 270 degrees, and x will give us 270 divided by 6, which is 45 degrees. So we have 45 degrees for question 12. Now, question 13. Given the conditional statement P implies Q, the converse is, now for converse, this is the trick. Converse, just reverse this sign. That's how they get the converse. Leave everything the way they are, but just reverse the sign. Okay? So P implies Q. The converse will be P is implied by Q. So when you just reverse the sign, what are we going to have? So instead of P now pointing to Q, it's Q that will be pointing to P. So the answer is this D. Okay. Question 14. The column X in the truth table below represents, this is the column X. So what does this X represent? Now we can start with this X, only one value is true. So we can be thinking already of an AND statement. So when P is true, Q is true, X is true. If P is true and Q is false, X is false. If P is false and Q is true, X is false. So this cannot be the OR statements. And when both are false, it's false. So this is only the AND statement, A. So this can only be the AND statement. So we have A. Now question 15. So guys, if you have to join us online, just go to GCE Math panel, and on your phone, you click on Join Now. Look at your phone, you will see a button that looks like menu. It has 3 bars. Click on it. You'll see a place for Join Now. When you click on Join Now, it will bring you to this page. And you can join us on Zoom here. This is the Zoom link. If you just click here, it will bring you to the class directly. Okay. Then if you want to join the O-level group for 2022, you click this one. You want to join the advanced level group for 2022, you click here. And if you want to go to the home page or to contents, whatever, these are the different groups. You can join us equally on Telegram. You can move to the home page here. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to leave your comments, and you can equally leave proposals for the papers you'd like us to answer besides mathematics. That brings us to question 15. Given that the two figures below are similar, hello Crescencia, welcome online again. Okay. So the gist of figure B is, now let's look at these two. These two figures are similar figures. This side is 4 centimeters and this one is 12 centimeters. So they have multiplied 4 by 3 to have 12. So if you equally multiply 2 by 3, we are going to have the width of this one, and 2 times 3 gives us 6. So the width of this side is 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters. Okay, question 16. Given that a over m plus x is equal to y, then m is equal to. So here they just want us to make m the subject of the formula. So the first thing that disturbs us from having m here is, we can start by cross multiplying or multiply all through by m. The first thing that disturbs us there is the x. So we carry x to the right hand side, or we subtract x from both sides. Now we have a over m is equal to y minus x. If we take one on each of the two sides or the reciprocal, or from here we can just say that a over y minus x will be equal to m. We cross multiply, right? This is over 1. So we have a times 1 is equal to m into y minus x. Then we now divide both sides by that. So from here we have a over y minus x to be equal to m. So our m result, our key is B. Crescencia, you have any question? Whenever you have any question, you can just raise your hand, okay? Are you there? Okay, she's there. Question 17. When 7 is added to 3 times a certain number, the result is 28. So if we add 7 to 3 times, let that number be x. So 3 times x plus 7 is equal to 28. This is a simple linear equation, right? From here, 3x will be equal to 21. Dividing both sides by 3 will give us x to be equal to 7. So x is also 7. So say x is equally 7. Okay, question 18. The equation of the line which passes through the points 2, 4 and has gradient minus a half is. So each of these equations, for this first one, the gradient is minus a half. However, you can proceed by just forming this equation. How do we get the equation of a line that passes through one point with a given gradient? Is given by y is equal to that gradient into x minus the x value of that point, which is 2 in our case, plus y1. Or we can say y minus y1 equals gradient into x minus x1. So we open out these brackets, we have y to be equal to minus a half. Minus a half times minus 2 is plus 1. Plus 1 plus this 4 here is equal to 5. We now multiply all through by 2. And we have 2y's to be equal to minus x plus 10. And if you carry this x to the left-hand side, we'll have 2y's plus x equals, or minus 10 equals 0. Okay, so we have 2y's plus x minus 10 equals 0. So our key here is C. They've omitted the equals 0, but there's no problem. So it's C. Question 19. To find the shaded region in the diagram above. So you can see that this shaded region, first of all, it is Y, but from Y, they've excluded X. So it is X prime intersection Y, X prime intersection Y. Because we are using the Y, but we exclude the X component. So exclude X, but take Y. So X prime intersection Y. See. Question 20. Given the vector R equals 2i minus 4j, then the absolute value of R is, that would be the I component squared plus the j component squared, the square root. So 2 squared plus minus 4 squared, the square root of that gives us 4 plus 16, which is equal to 20. Now the square root of 20. So our key here is A. The square root of 20, A. Question 21. So the inequality represented by the number line above is, so looking at this inequality here, 3 is not included because they have not shaded the circle. 9 is included because they have shaded the circle. So since 3 is not included, it means that B, the answer cannot be B because here they have included 3 and cannot be D. So we are now looking at A and C. But now the shaded region is from 3 to 9. So our key here is B. Is it B? No, it's not B. So we have, let me see. The key here is not B, the key is rather C. So it's not B, it's C. The key is C. Because the 9 is included and the 3 is not included. Now, question 22. Given that F is such that X is mapped onto X plus 1, find F inverse of 3. F inverse of 3 will be equal to, first of all, find F inverse. And F inverse will be equal to X minus 1. So F inverse is equal to X minus 1. So what will be F inverse of 3? We just substitute 3 here. We are going to have 3 minus 1. And that gives us 2. So our key here is D. That gives us 2D. Next question, question 23. Yes, you have a question? Okay, question 23. The adjoint of this matrix is, to find the adjoint, we swap the leading diagonal entries first of all. So we change the positions of 2 and 4. Then we change the signs in front of the off diagonal entries. So I'll now have 4 at this position and 2 here. So it's possible that the only possible answer here is, we are seeing that A is almost the answer, but you now change the sign from +1 to -1, and this one from -2 to +2. So our key is A. A. Now with question 24. Question 24. Welcome, Stanley. Okay, question 24 reads, the coordinates of the point where the line 2x plus y equals 5 meets the line y equals 1 are, so here the coordinates of the points where the line 2x plus y equals 5 meets the line y equals 1. So they just want us to substitute y equals 1 into this equation and find x. Then we form those set of points. So this will be 2x plus y, our y is 1, is equal to 5. This gives us 2x will be equal to 4, and x will be equal to 2. So the point where these two meet will be when x equals 2 and y equals 1. So the point is the point 2, 1. So we have B, the point 2, 1. So if you have a question as the class is going on, please just raise your hand. And equally, if the class ends unexpectedly, please you join again, okay? If very soon my screen goes off, please just log in again. You still meet me online because these issues happen. So I'd like to say welcome to Stanley and to Crescencia. Question 25. Guys, don't forget to go to our website where you can have O-level past questions in maths, physics, and the different subjects. These are a question bank. So you can have past questions here. You can join our preps here. You can contact us and get to past questions and a lot more. Don't forget to share this page. We beg on you to join our channel and to share our pages. Question 25. All right, Stanley is back. Question 25. The gradient of the line joining the points 1, 1 and 3, 5 is. So for the gradient of a line, we have change in y divided by change in x. In this case, we have x2, y2, which is 3, 5. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Where our y2 minus y1 is this y here, 5 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. So that's going to give us 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So the gradient of this line is 2. Question 26. The fourth term of a geometric progression with first term 32 and common ratio we have is. So for a geometric progression, the fourth term is given by AR to the power 4 minus 1 or AR to the power 3, where A is the first term and R is a common ratio. So our first term is 32. So times R to the power 3. This is going to give us 32 divided by 8, which is equal to 4. That gives us 4. Question 27. Please, if you have a question, just raise your hand. Any question? If the class unexpectedly stops, please log in again. Okay? Thank you. 27. The expression 4x all that to the power a half divided by x to the power 3 on 2 simplifies to, I like this question. So do this as 4 to the power a half times x to the power a half, because this is a product of two numbers. So we have 4 to the power a half times x to the power a half divided by x to the power 3 on 2 divided by x to the power 3 on 2. Now 4 to the power a half is equal to 2, right? And x to the power a half divided by x to the power 3 on 2. When we are dividing indices with the same base, we can subtract the powers. So this will give us x to the power a half minus 3 on 2, which is x to the power minus 1. So we have 2 times x to the power minus 1, which is the same as, the x to the power minus 1 is the same as 1 over x now. So we have 1 over x times 2, which gives us 2 over x. So welcome to the students that's just joining us online now, Divine. Welcome online. You can put on your microphone if you wish. You don't have noise in your background. And I'm equally pleading, this first part of the class, we'll take a break in 2 minutes. So we'll take a break in the next 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, when we take a break, please you join back immediately after 1 minute. So it's just a 1 minute break, okay? So you log in again. We are going to take just a 2 minutes break. 2 minutes, so if you start the class has ended, does not end, we are just taking a 2 minutes break. You join again, okay? So welcome, Ziva. You can put on your microphone and say hi if you want. Okay, the next question is 28. This is Southwest Mock 2022, paper 1. After this, we'll continue with paper 2. So question 28, the number of nodes in the network above is? Number of nodes in the network above is? So nodes are just the endpoints. Let's count them. We have these endpoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have these 2, 8, and 9. So altogether, we have how many nodes? We have 9 nodes. As we proceed, if you have any question, you just raise your hand. We are going to take a break in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute, we'll take a break and then we'll continue from question 29. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe. And most of these our videos are not on YouTube. To have these videos, just go to our website, www.jcemathspanel.blogspot.com. Or if you see a video on YouTube, you click on the link below. It will take you to the link that contains the remaining videos. We are only begging on you to subscribe to this channel and to share these videos. Please share to all your WhatsApp groups and to all your groups on Facebook. So this is part 1 of the revision. We are taking a short break and we continue.